India's mission to rebuild their home fortress meets the challenge of the World Test champions. India versus South Africa in a two-match test series, which gets underway in Kolkata on Friday. Delighted to have the company of Sanjay Bangar on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday to help set things up for us. Sanjay, thank you so much and welcome back to this stage. And while we welcome back Test cricket, can I start by asking you, when you consider both these sides, India, who are transitioning in their second series at home as a new side, and South Africa, who arrive as world champions, having lost very little Test cricket in the last couple of years, does this have the makings of what could be a really closely contested series?
I think so because South Africa, obviously, confidence is quite high, and you certainly feel when you win something as big as the World Test Championship final, and then follow it up with a drawn series in Pakistan as well. So I think those two factors are going to be extremely critical in terms of how the confidence would be in the South African camp. And don't forget that they would. Certainly put those memories of the 2015 and the 2019 series wherein they were just blown away by the Indians. So certainly a team with a lot of depth and high on confidence.
Right. So, Sanjay, when you look at the South African side, what are the areas to you where they could pose India with the biggest challenges?
Uh, Quite similar in terms of the team combination because you have batting depth in South African lineup wherein the spinners can contribute with the bat. We saw Muthuswamy contribute with the bat and picking up a lot of wickets. Keshav Maharaj and Harper as well. Those three spin bowling all-rounders are going to be critical. And then whether Mulder plays or Jansen plays, they're going to team up quite well with Kagiso Rabada. So if the batting clicks for South Africa, that is probably their weakest link in terms of the experience that they have in Indian conditions. But overall, if their batting clicks, it's certainly going to be a series wherein India will have to work hard to get one up on this South African team.
Yes, I guess that is one of the only points that you can look at the South African side when you look at the batting group, there's very limited experience of playing in India. Only Bavuma and Markram have played a handful of games. Zubair Hamza has played one. Let's focus on India now. And they, of course, carry the great news of having their Test vice captain Rishabh Pant back in the setup. And it looks like both Pant and Jurel are set to play. That's the right call for you. It was important to reward Jurel for the kind of form he's been in.
You can certainly make sense of what the team management was trying to do with Nitish Reddy in terms of preparing him in home test matches for the away test matches. But one of the things that you also have to look at in terms of planning ahead is there are a couple of batting slots which are still quite open. And if need be, who is going to take up that spot? And if Dhruv Jurel has batted so well, not only in the last Test series but also in the matches after that, then you have to go with the man in form, and it gives you that option of building his confidence as well as a pure batsman because he's shown the temperament and he's certainly possesses the skills who can take up that batting slot in the middle order.
Yeah, it's not too often that you get to see two wicket keepers make it in the side without one of them actually being a makeshift batter. I think you can think of Wriddhiman Saha, but to wait so many years while MS Dhoni was around. Then Rishabh Pant had his wait. With Jurel in this side and seeing that Pant is coming back after injury, would you be tempted to give Jurel the keeping gloves or does Pant keep for you?
Pant keeps without a doubt because he's your prime wicketkeeper batsman and he has to be in the thick of things. So Jurail can wait and he stepped in whenever it was required in the England series as well, wherein if for that matter, if Rishabh Pant gets injured or something, then Dhruv Jurail can be that ready-made replacement within the playing 11. But it will be Rishabh Pant who will be taking the gloves.
All right. Those are still perhaps some of the easier decisions to make. From everything we've learned about what we can expect in Kolkata, where reverse swing is likely, it appears to be a black soil pitch devoid of any grass. What is the bowling combination you see? Is it two seamers and three spinners, or would there be a consideration of anything else?
I think the team would want to go with two seamers and three spinners. And in those category, even though the pitch seems to be devoid of any grass, the outfield is lush green, as is usual the case in Eden Gardens. So, yes, the reverse will swing will come into play, uh, but there is going to be plenty on offer with the new ball as well, especially the way the weather stacks up in the mornings and the evenings at Kolkata. So uh, I don't really think that they will have a lot of bowling to do in terms of the number of overs that they would have to bowl. But whenever the pacers come in, they will certainly give you those wicket-taking opportunities.
Surely Kuldeep Yadav is among those three spinners who start for India.
Yeah, for me, he has to play all the test matches after the retirement of Ravichandran Ashwin, and more so, uh, let's not probably look at the New Zealand test match wherein what is the combination going there to be. But if you are playing in India, you certainly have to go with your most potent spinner, and the way he has performed whenever he's got those opportunities, he deserves every bit of it. So for me, two spinners in Washington, Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja, plus Kuldeep Yadav. So that would make my playing 11 or the bowling lineup in terms of play those three and have two seamers who can do the job with the new ball or the old ball.
All right, so that's the team combination picked, at least as far as Sanjay Bangar sees it. Final question, the players or the storylines that you are most keen on following in this series?
Uh, See, from an Indian standpoint, you know that Sai Sudarshan, how he takes these two test matches is going to be extremely critical. So, unless and until he makes a big one, I think these question marks are always going to be asked in terms of what are you getting out of Sai Sudarshan at number three. And I think the rest of the players are quite settled in terms of the Indian setup, but from a South African point of view, how their batting evolves in terms of how Stubbs and Markram bat in this particular series for South Africa to make or to pose a threat. Those two batters will have to make a mark because they have the skill set. If they can make contributions, it will be a brilliant series.
All right. This is so tantalizing, and Sanjay Bangar will be keeping a close eye on proceedings with us in our studio. Be sure to catch him every day, every session break on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday. Sanjay, thank you so much for your time.